You wake up with a second green sun in the sky. You open your eyes, and the ceiling above you isn't your ceiling at home. It's a cracked yellow panel with a flickering fluorescent lamp. A distant alarm groans in an uneven rhythm, like a broken electric heartbeat. In the corridor, red light flashes, shaking everything. Shadows stretch long like fingers, seams crawl across the walls. You know, deep in that part of the body that doesn't lie, that there shouldn't be any sun here at all. And you also know the warning echoing in every voice the old speakers can still reproduce. Do not go outside. Do not look. The first sensation is cold, not just in the air, but inside your bones, as if the light had weight and could press down on your spine. You sit up. Alice is beside you, motionless like a rag doll, her face slick with sweat, nails dug into the pillow. She keeps reaching for her phone in the dark, but the lines don't connect. The broadcast cutting across the TV, grainy black and white images with VHS edges. Repeat the same line on loop. Stay inside. Do not look. Do not let the device show. The sound has a metallic reverberation, as if echoing through a long, rusted pipe. You hear the neighbors first as a faint noise. Voices not forming words, just chains of sound, shouts dissolving into shrieks, then clicks, then something like an engine sputtering. The curtain in the apartment next door sways without wind. You pull your own back, just a little, and see the couple on the balcony. You hold a bat. She's collapsed, her movement sluggish, her eyes blank. You should close it, should recoil, but you linger, caught on a thread of horror. When he begins, the sound is blunt, would meeting flesh. There's no thought in the way he swings, only an obsessive rhythm, like a beat carving into a score. Your stomach lurches. The sound crawls into you and nests in your ribs. The man tilts his head back. For the first time, he looks toward the sky and screams. The scream is human for a few seconds, then breaks. No words, just something trying to imitate words. You shake your head and yank the curtain closed, pressing your palms against the cold wood, as if that could push the world back into its box. In the corridor, the old tube TV you didn't even remember having crackles louder, as if it sensed your attention. On screen, two discs in the sky, one pale, familiar sun. Below it, another green, pulsing with a blue arc around it, like a wound that breathes. The image glitches with horizontal scanlines, making the pulse of the green sun sync with the alarm in the hallway. Every device in the building feels strung together by one invisible wire. The caption that appears is simple, resounding. Do not look. Do not look. Do not look. You try to cover the broadcast. Alice raises a trembling hand toward the volume. She doesn't cry. She cries silently, like her sobbing's been censored. Her phone vibrates once, twice, and dies into silence. You try to reassure her. The lines are down, it's fine. But your voice sounds like it's coming from underwater, slow and distant. The hallway feels closer now. The wallpaper, once faded beige with stains, seems stretched, every thread of carpet pulled like something dragging the whole place into a funnel. Doors across the corridor open and slam without cause. Something drags itself along. Footsteps broken, not human. In a video you saw earlier, a shaky cell phone on cobblestones, something bolted from the dark and pulled a person into a void. The sound of tearing flesh from that video has been grafted into your mind. You're not sure if it happened there or here. When you risk opening the front door crack, the outside world plays backward like a reverse tape. Shadows overlapping, movements repeating with small offsets, people standing still with faces melting in impossible angles. A woman screams, "Help!" and her voice comes out delayed, each syllable pulled like metal sheets grinding. You think about helping. You don't know how. Your mouth floods with bitter saliva. She convulses, and it happens too fast to process. Her jaw dislocates with a snap you feel in your own bone. Her skin rips like an old seam, and something grows from inside, a long arm, slick with blood, tendons gleaming, red skin pulsing as if still being formed. The arm rises slow, deliberate. You retch. The sounds that follow are a symphony of snaps and wet chords. Harmonics, so wrong they vibrate your skull. You collapse to the floor, nausea strangling your breath. Your body curls against the wall. Alice is in front of you, too still. When you lift your head, she's standing, head tilted just slightly, eyes wide, staring like a doll placed in the wrong spot. Her face stretches into a smile that has no joy. Her eyes are red, veins splintered across them like broken porcelain. Blood-thick tears run down her cheeks in perfect trails. She speaks slowly through clenched teeth. Don't you hear it? They're calling us. The words echo inside you like an engine turning over. You don't hear anything, except a low, endless hum vibrating at the base of your skull. It's the same rhythm as the green sun on the screen. Without realizing, your hand grips the remote. A part of you resists. A smaller part, hungry, trembling, just wants to see. Alice extends her hand, her palm warm, oddly comforting. The fear loosens for one heartbeat. You look at the TV. On the screen, the green sun pulses closer. Details emerge, filaments contracting, a surface that bubbles, tiny circles opening and closing like pupils. There's something hypnotic in the movement, a rhythm so simple the brain accepts it like a lullaby for one moment. And that's all it takes. You feel impossible joy, a euphoria so pure it dissolves the terror. The world is illuminated from the inside of your head. You smile without choosing to. You understand, it's always been like this. A promise of belonging. And then the sun blinks. A tiny flash like a lens shutter. Something tugs, like a lid pulled off your skull, your mind filtered through a sieve. A voice arrives, layered, filling the hollows inside you. Until next time, the phrase stamps itself like a seal. Everything you folds in. The lights in the hallway stop. The alarm falls silent. The building exhales. Alice tilts her head, satisfied. She smiles and whispers, almost like she's praising a craftsman. Thank you. Far away, through walls that now sound like speaker boxes, comes a click like a tape rewinding. A dusty machine down the stairwell starts playing back a recording. Your voice, your breath, the last thing you saw before your mind was taped shut. The cassette is labeled with a smudged sticker. Vox number 7. Play at your own risk. You think you'll resist, that you'll find a way out. But you know as well as I do, curiosity is a latch that always finds a way to open. Level loves visitors who don't know when to turn the TV off. Tape loaded. Static hum. Rolling slow. The message repeats in a voice that is no longer only yours, nor only hers. You wake up with a second green sun in the sky. The phrase drops into the head of whoever watches, sweet and instructive, like a public broadcast. The camera cuts to the sun. It blinks, and one final caption burns onto the screen, like old cinema stock. Until next time, thank you.